A devotee asked to Bhagavan, "Are there no other means for making the mind quiescent?" Maharshi said, "Other than inquiry, there are no adequate means. If through other means it is sought to control the mind will appear to be controlled, but will again go forth through the control of breath also. The mind will become quiescent, but it will be quiescent only so long as the breath remains controlled. And when the breath resumes, the mind also will again start moving and will wander as impelled by residual impressions. The source is the same for both mind and breath. Thought, indeed, is the nature of the mind. The thought I is the first thought of the mind, and that is egoity. It is from that whence egoity originates, the breath also originates. Therefore, when the mind becomes quiescent, the breath is controlled. And when the breath is controlled, the mind becomes quiescent. But in deep sleep, although the mind becomes quiescent, the breath does not stop. This is because of the will of God, so that the body may be preserved and other people may not be under the impression that it is dead. In the state of waking and in samadhi, when the mind becomes quiescent, the breath is controlled. Breath is the gross form of mind. Till the time of death, the mind keeps breath in the body. And when the body dies, the mind takes the breath along with it. Therefore, the exercise of breath control is only an aid for rendering the mind quiescent. Manonigraha. It will not destroy the mind, manonasha, like the practice of breath control, meditation on the forms of God, repetition of mantras, restriction on food, are but aids for rendering the mind quiescent. Through meditation on the forms of God and through repetition of mantras, the mind becomes one pointed. The mind will always be wandering, just as when a chain is given to an elephant to hold in its trunk, it will go along grasping the chain and nothing else. So, also when the mind is occupied with a name or form, it will grasp that alone. When the mind expands in the form of countless thoughts, each thought becomes weak, but as thoughts get resolved, the mind becomes one pointed and strong. For such a mind, self inquiry will become easy. Of all the restrictive rules that relating to the taking of sattvic food in moderate quantities is the best. By observing this rule, the sattvic quality of mind will increase and that will be helpful to self inquiry.